Hiding your love, no, it's not the same. But overall, my life remains the same. And I don't wanna ever leave. You're the vision that I always see. Loving anytime you're living free. But this is not a fantasy. I can feel your presence in my skin, giving life to my heart within. I can never try this, no, 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 no. Been a while, glad you took your time with me. On my soul, I can be alive with you. Early in the morning, it's my contact. Take a little time, cause you're better than gold in my fingers. More than everything I imagined. You're the fire.
God, and that's what God did with us first. Sorry, He took us back to the basics.
Yes, he
That's
did.
why He had us off by ourselves.
Yes,
That's
he
why
did.
He had us starting to say more no and less yes.
That's right. And that's
even in those days when you felt like, I feel so unproductive, God. You sure I'm supposed to be doing this? Like,
right.
you're saying about to go into this new season, but how is it possible, God? Because I'm not doing anything.
That's I'm not sis.
And He like, because I'm doing it all. I don't
Yes.
need you to do nothing. I just need you to sit here and be patient.
That's
and you're
right.
like, but God, I'm not doing nothing. How am I supposed to get ready for the next level when I'm not?
That's right. That's right. I'm not
And
doing
I feel
nothing.
so unproductive.
Yes. Yes. You speaking my language today. I literally just said that. Like, God, you're gonna have to make something happen because I feel like nothing is going on. I'm back to the basics. I'm back to nothing. You got
That's how I feel. I'm like, I'm
back
not doing
to nothing.
anything. People like, what you doing? I don't want to say nothing.
Right. Right. Right.
But the reality is, I'm actually been soaking more up in my worship.
Yeah.
I've been reading more in my word. I've been reading more words that got to do with God, and it's been really hitting my spirit. I've been with some movies that I've been watching have been movies that's been really hitting my spirit and affecting me in such a way. I've been watching more messages, and God has really been downpouring into my spirit. A lot of things that He's been downpouring into my spirit, I'll go like on the internet real quick, and they saying exactly what He just downpoured into me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, God, what do you want me to do with this? Because I'm not doing anything with everything that's showing. He's like, no, I need you to, like, it's like, I need you to understand, like, I'm doing everything right now. This is where I just need you to pay attention.
Yeah.
Let them keep doing what they're doing. He's like, even while they're talking about you, it's killing them that they're even talking about you. Yeah. They're trying to find reasons to talk about you because they don't really have anything bad to say about you. So they have to make things to say about you.
Right. And there's nothing. And that's why we feel like we're doing nothing, because there's nothing that we can, we're not able to give them anything because God doesn't.
Yeah, and exactly. I feel like, well, God, I want to show them something. It ain't time. No. When He said it's not mother, it's not yet my time.
Yes. Yeah. That's the truth. It's the truth. Why you come for me? It's not yet my time.
It's not
Why
yet
you
my
bother
time.
me?
Like, and
yeah.
like when I was watching the movie, she said to Jesus just like this: "If not now, when?"
Because that's what we saying. That's exactly. We're saying, okay, God, well, if not now, then when?
Yeah. When? And then what he did the miracle, but he did it in private.
Yeah.
The only reason why they saw it because they didn't see him do it in the room, because when I was watching the movie, like, I love how they put the movie, how they did the whole thing. He told them, bring the barrels in, fill it with water, and I need everybody to leave the room.
Right.
Everybody out.
Right.
And he said it in such a thing, and then he prayed and he did what he had to do, and next thing you know, he was like, okay, y'all can come in.
Right. I hear this request because you're my mother, and then the natural, I understand I have to honor you. You know what I mean? In this moment, but in my spiritual, I can't let anybody see this miracle about to happen.
It's not time yet.
To experience it because it's not time yet. Yeah.
So sometimes God will use you in a private moment.
Yeah.
To do something in that private moment, but it's not yet our time to fully come out the way He wants to come out, because He know, I'm telling you, we're coming in hot. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You're about to make me cry, because it has been those private moments that God has really, that's that family you're talking about, those inner moments where the outside can't be involved in this, because the healing has to come from the inside. The miracles have to start in the inside, in those private moments, so that when it does come, when that time does come, and God wants to reveal it, it's not going to be able to be torn down, because the foundation.
And that's the God honest truth. And you know what He also showed me too is one of the biggest things. It's so crazy because I know people have so much to say about me and my family, about my daughters, and about how I raised them, or how about, they thought I was allowing them to do this and do that and do this. And some things, I can admit my wrongs, allowing some certain things that shouldn't take place. But at the same time, so many people have these thoughts, and God was like, I got to do this with y'all.
Yeah.
I got to do this with y'all privately first, because when I bring y'all out, my God.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you know what, God? I didn't realize that way. He said, because I got to show them this was me.
This was me. Yeah,
He
this was
said, but
all
first I
God.
gotta do it with y'all privately, because when y'all come out, some people gonna think in the beginning that y'all fake and phony, but they gonna know it's genuine.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He said, but there's gonna be some
Right.
people that try to say, oh, they ain't
Right.
real.
That's
They
right.
just faking it.
That's
But
right.
those are the people that still hate it.
You preaching the word, sis, because that's the truth. Because that's you already see it. You know that's what's gonna happen because that's what God said about my situation. He goes, people are be like, nah, that ain't real. That's fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Because
not real.
they can't believe that they can't believe
The
that
change.
y'all really healed. They can't believe
Yeah.
that you in a different place. They can't believe that, oh, your sister came up out of this, from this to that. They can't believe that, oh, my daughter was doing this, but now she doing that. You know, like they can't believe that because they thinking like, oh, this is all they'll ever be. Because
Right.
you're looking at the surface and then you're making your own judgment and writing your own story about their life, but you're not the writer of their story.
Yeah, you're not the
And just
author.
because you don't believe doesn't mean that I'm supposed to stop believing and stop praying and trusting God. I just knew how to take my hands off of it
That's it.
and allow God to do his thing. I changed my prayers.
That's it. And that was my worship Thanksgiving morning when he sent me that song. I got to send it to you by Israel Houghton. It's most, I put it on my Facebook. It's most definitely a healing song. When that song played, I played that song 5 times back to back. And of course, I knew it was such a powerful song because they kept throwing ads in there. You know what I mean? Kept throwing ads in there. And I'm like, no, you're not breaking this worship. And God had it. I had to let so many things go, things that I didn't even realize I was holding on to. I had to release it and let it go. And then it became bigger than me. And it was like, because then he started calling out nations' names. And for me, I understood he was talking about, every nation needs a healing right now, but every person in every nation needs a healing. It's not just America. It's not just the Africa, Asia. It's all these countries. There's somebody there that needs a healing. And he was calling out countries. And I felt he was calling out names. You know what I mean? He was calling out, like God was giving him the anointing to call people out, because it broke me. It broke me. And God was just like, just wait. Just wait. Heal. Let this go. Let these last things go. The last things that you're holding on to, let them go, because something's about to break.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on, God is still providing. God is still taking care of it. Everything you've been through and everything people think you were and who they still think you are, and the idea of who they picture you to be that they have in their head is going to be null and void.
Yep.
It's going to be null and void.
Yeah.
Because I'm building you, because that next level, that next chapter, that next move, that next thing, you got to be so spiritually strong. And that iron has to be so limber on you that when those attacks come, because they're going to come, when those attacks come, you can just dodge them. You know what I mean? You won't feel them because you're at the next level, and you're not allowing more demons inside of you. You're releasing the demons that have taken a hold of you.
Yes.
I don't want any more demons.
That's it.
I got too many I need to let go.
That's it.
I want to just keep letting them go and keep letting them go and keep healing, and not just for myself, but for my kids, for my moms, for my, my dad, like just the peace that I see coming over my family, the change that I see coming over my family, and the change I hear coming over your family is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And like you said, he had to do it for those who are willing. I'm not going to say, oh, he just picked us. No, we were willing.
Yeah.
What he's doing for the willing is going to be so much more than what he does for the unwilling.
That's it right there. I think people don't understand that. When you need him to move and to do some things, not just for you, but for each of you, for individually and collectively, for your family, for your bloodline. Everybody talks about setting up generational wealth, and they only talk about the financial part. But let's talk about that spiritual part. Let's talk about that mental healed part. You know what I'm saying? Because all that works together as a trifecta. You understand what I'm saying? Like I need my family to be spiritually healed and to be generationally wealthy, because I need my family to first to know to go to the throne. If you don't go nowhere else, let God be the God. How we make it this far? Because God has always been our foundation.
Yeah.
God has always been our covering, our head. He is always who we all go. We worship, our praise, our prayer. This is who we are. Don't never let it stop. Let it continue. So that's a generational. Keep storing that up and keep using that and keep allowing the light of the Lord to shine through this family. It's part of our bloodline. Don't let it get cut off. Don't let it get quenched. Don't let nobody come up and change who God is and what God does in this, because it was chosen for a reason, and we got to continue it. You know what I mean? We can't let it go as long as it's went.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can't let it go without as long as it's been going without. No, we got to operate in this thing. It's been too long. So now let's do it and get it right so the kids can get it right now.
Right. That's
And then
right.
they get on a bus and it could be an overflow on a bus. You know what I'm saying? I think like that now. And just from that shift, it really it does change some things, and it's a great thing, like you said. And then we from that Thanksgiving was even better. Like you said, you can come together with your family and gather because y'all all are willing to allow the change, and everybody had to see some and had to take some accountability for their faults, for their actions, and then recognize that other people got to be like, okay, you made that mistake, but I still love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not holding no grudges on you because since I did some stuff you don't even know about. So I can't fault you for your grind because my stuff was just as gritty. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
when you could feel like that about your family members, but you know what? I still love you. And not only that, but God loves you even more. He forgave you first. So
Yeah.
who am I to sit there and hold a grudge against you or talk about you? You took it to God, right? And he said, y'all cool? Then if you cool with God, you cool with me. That's how I look at it. Like I can't say nothing else about it.
Right.
That's exactly how I feel. God forgave you. I forgive you too.
I forgive
What,
you
what,
too.
what else can I say?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm not your judge.
Exactly. I'm not judging you, but I'm gonna love on you, and I'm gonna keep on allowing our family to build and grow, so other broken families that are broken can see the example, and they can fix this, so their families come in too. Because families have been broken for far too long. They have been divided too long because you marry somebody out of the race of the family. You marry somebody who don't have the same religion. You marry somebody. It's always, are you dating this person, or you're doing this, or you had a baby with this person, and I don't accept this about your life. And you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, love the person. Nothing God's make is unclean. We have unclean actions. We have unclean thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But what God makes, he said nothing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We might have unclean lifestyles, but what he makes, the person, the vessel, you know what I'm saying? We might put unclean things in it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But it's not for us to sit there and reject and say, well, you too unclean for me to accept. So
right.
because you got one more dirty deed than me.
Right.
So that means I'm just as unclean as you. But I'm just, I ask forgiveness for that one thing. So I'm better than you. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you get to that place, just like, sis, listen, you took it to God, he forgave you, then it's forgiven. Because I had to go to God and ask God to forgive me for my own stuff.
It comes down to we're all sinners.
That's it. But I think you forget that, girl.
We're all sinners, so we can't. No sin is bigger than any other sin. You know what I mean? Correct me if I'm wrong. They really need to heal because their mindset is a selfish type of mindset. That's just how I see it.
Absolutely. But once again, it goes back to the thing of allowing yourself to be healed in every way possible. Oh, God, I want my toe to be healed. I want my toe to be healed. My toe hurts. My toe hurts. Well, do you believe that your toe to be healed? Yes, I believe my toe to be healed. I want it to be healed because I want my feet to operate. I don't want them to walk around in pain anymore. I need my feet to be healed. I believe God. So you receive that healing. Yes. So if you can receive the healing for your feet, why can't you receive the healing in your heart?
Right.
Why can't you receive the healing in your mind?
Right.
Because your feet, you feel. And when your feet are uncomfortable, everything else is uncomfortable.
Right.
But when you're depressed, you're uncomfortable. So everything else is uncomfortable. Your body aches. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody around you is uncomfortable because you're depressed. You change the atmosphere when you come. So it brings pain as well. You get isolated, you overeat, you do all these different things to yourself, you have suicidal thoughts. It's a different type of pain. It's just that because you're not feeling like a throbbing toe, you think that is no. Listen, if you're gonna pray for a healing, you want a healing for your foot because you don't want your feet to be uncomfortable, then pray for your mind because your mind shouldn't be uncomfortable either. Pray for your body because your body shouldn't be uncomfortable. Pray for your spirit because your spirit should be your spirit shouldn't be in a place of darkness. Your spirit shouldn't be a place in confusion or in chaos. No, it needs to be healed. Pray for that healing for that and receive it in your heart. Your heart shouldn't carry all this crap anymore. That is here it is. You and your sister, y'all in your 60s and y'all ain't spoken 30 years. Right? So Big Mama done died. You know what I'm saying? We done lost a couple of siblings and we still ain't speaking. Right. We the only two left and we still not speaking. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we just gonna die without talking to each other. Because we want to be stuck in a hurt. We want to be stuck in the argument. We want to be stuck in always being right when you're wrong.
That's right.
You want to be stuck in not taking accountability or responsibility of your part in the story?
Mm.
And you're mad because she's telling the story wrong. She's not telling the story wrong. She's telling the story from her point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But you're only looking at it from your point of view. Step to the other side of the story. And then you can see the other side and don't waste another 30 years.
Right.
So your family can be, you know what I'm saying? This is what God is, that's what he's been doing in this season. Like, people just we still keep losing people. We still keep losing people. And he keeps still trying to show us something. We were so busy. He shut the world down. He put people back at the dinner table.
Yeah.
We started eating again. We was overeating, but we was eating again together as a family. You understand what I'm saying? But he was doing stuff. And he know food is comfort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Food brings comfort. So what better way to bring people together than food? Don't get me wrong, but it was a comfort. And he was trying to do something. He was bringing it back. I want you to recognize your son at the table.
Yeah.
He always got that hoodie on. I want you to, you're so busy right now. Your daughter stay on that phone. Who's she talking to? What's she on? She trying to find a light because she just wants somebody to recognize or somebody just to acknowledge who she is or give her some type of accolade and really mean what they say. You know what I'm saying? Like, or she don't want, they're trying to escape their reality. What's going on with your mom here? You see your mom is burnt out. She's working like crazy, but she's tired. Like you family start to see each other. You start to see, you got to see each other for what it was. And then you got to, because you had to be closer because you couldn't go nowhere. So people started something where people started to get to know each other. Some people started to recognize, I really don't like you. I don't understand, why am I with you? What is going on here? Some people came to reality and woke up out of that doggone coma that was in. They woke up from being, they woke up and came from I can't lay with you no more. I can't lay in this filth no more. I got to go. What is going on with me? This is crazy. Why am I taking this abuse?
That's right.
Some people, it was necessary for that too, because some people had to be separated and some things had to be severed for some people. So, you know what I'm saying? And it was some people had to recognize and realize, like, yo, my family ain't so bad because some of these jokers around here, my God. Or some people had to see that people were just losing people left and right, and like, yo, my family is still here. I ain't lose nobody. And we still ain't talking though.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't even know that I'm happy. That I'm happy they're alive and they made it through the situation because we don't speak. So he was doing something, back then, and he keeps cultivating and he's doing something to finally get to this place, because the first, you just think about when COVID first happened, you couldn't have Thanksgiving together.
Yeah.
Whoever you was with and wherever you was at is what you did. You made it happen. Most stuff was done on video. So you got to miss those people that you hated being in the room with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so busy being judgments about everything that I felt they was doing wrong. It's those things that made me love them even more. You know what I'm saying? So you got to see it, and he was just doing something. And then as he began to change you and make you into a different person, he started to make some changes in them too, because they saw the change in you, and they was like, "Hey, she's doing. I kind of want that.
Right.
I want to eat what she eating on. To take a change for themselves and make themselves better." And then, okay, boom, the family is getting good. Yes. And now we're moving in a different direction.
Yes, when they see the light, it's different. You're lighter, things don't bother you. You know what I mean? That used to bother you. The triggers that used to make you jump don't make you jump no more. And when people see that and they're ready to heal and they're willing to heal, willing to seek help, then I'm telling you that it changes for them drastically as well. They see a whole new way. They're like, yo, this is great. Now they may not ever acknowledge that, you know what I mean? They saw it in you, so they wanted it for themselves. And it doesn't matter, because you know what? It really the honor and the glory belongs to God anyway. God allowed you to see that you needed help because the people attached to you needed to see you get that help. Because in their eyes, you may have been the worst of the worst.
Yes.
You may have been the hardest person. They may have thought you were never going to get it right.
Absolutely.
You were never going to get the mindset. You're never going to change. And when they see you change, then they're like, whoa, okay, wait, hold on. It's possible. It's possible to change. They changed. And I used to get offended when someone used to tell me all the time, well, I mean, if you were able to do it, I can do it. I used to get offended. Like, what's that supposed to mean? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean if I was able to do it, then you could do it? You're trying to downplay what I'm doing. But then I realized, no, that's their way of saying, like, listen, I know where you were because you was right where I was. And if you can do it, then I can do it.
Absolutely.
Encouraging you, applauding you, because you're right. If I could do it, anyone could do it.
That's it. And they be like, and it's especially when somebody know your story and they see what you've been through, and they be like, yo, anybody else would have folded. Anybody else would have been a nasty creature. But she's still loving, she's still smiling, she's still believe in love, she's still nice to people. I've known some people that stabbed her in the back, but she still loved on people, and she still, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't let those things break her. I knew her childhood. It wasn't a good one, but she still got a smile on her face, and it's a genuine smile. She got a light in her. So what is that thing that after everything that she's been through, for the parts that I witnessed of her life, not just from the stories I heard, but I actually got to naturally witness some of these things in her life, whatever that is that keep her light shining, I need that. Yeah. Whatever it is that help her see the good in the midst of the bad, I need that. Whatever it is that keeps her moving and going on and having a faith to go forward, I need that. I want that for myself, not because she got it because I'm greedy and I'm jealous of it. No, I want that because I want to know who she go. I want to know how to go to who she go to in those hard times.
Right.
I know I want to lean on who she lean on. I want to trust how she trusts. Those that do and those that watch it, they continue to be like, I'm going to endure. The key is enduring. The key is trusting in God. The key is being deeply rooted in Him and having Him to be the head, and believing in what you pray for, believing in what He says, believing in what He's asked and what He's told you and what He's shown you, and then walking in that thing the way He's told you, by being obedient unto Him and not what man has told you or when it's said or how they beat you down or how the enemies beat you down or how you beat yourself down. It's to fully believe in what God says and walk in that thing. And don't get caught up in titles. Don't get caught up on what people say about you and what they don't say, because some gonna say good, some gonna say bad. Before there was the internet, people talked about you all the time. One person talked about you, the next thing the whole neighborhood talked about you. Whole neighborhood talking about you was just like the internet talking about you. It's the same cycle. Mm-hmm. But it's either I'm gonna let the internet break me, or I'm gonna continue to stand and let the light shine through me no matter what, and keep doing what I do and not fall for the okie doke. You know what I mean? And that's what it boils down, because you choose peace more than you choose chaos.
Right.
You choose healing more than you choose broken. You tired of being broken.
That's right.
You choose to have you and your family restored and to live to see that thing, because you tired of the nastiness, the negativity, it's the brokenness, and tired of everybody telling you that y'all can't have it. And especially when people look at you as a family of color, they think that families of color is already broken, and they don't think there's nothing good that comes out of it. No, you was a liar. Mm-hmm. Let me show you what can come out of this. Mm-hmm. Let me show you what God can do with something that started for something broken, what started with nothing, and He turned into something great, into something for not just one, but for generation to generation to generation. Right. You understand what I'm saying? The healthiness that comes from it, because everybody makes it seem like the only thing that comes from it is toxic, and that's not true. Right. We might start off, we might have some toxic moments, but there's still good things. Yeah. 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 Environments can be toxic. Yes. Yeah. They can be, and it can have you and cause you to have a toxic mindset, an attitude, a spirit, a character. Toxic. It infects your situations. Yeah, you get infected. Yeah, and you got to release that toxin. You got to detox in order to get that toxin out of your body, so that say that's the detox. Yeah, so it doesn't continue to overtake you, because that's what it'll do. It'll overtake your mind, your heart, your spirit, and then you think it's just you, and it's really not. Go to God. He has a healing for us. You can enjoy it. That's it. Healing is so necessary in this new season, because you really get to see so many great things that you asked God for so long ago. So many things that you yearned for long ago, but you wasn't ready for, nor the people that's part of the puzzle were ready for. But now that the puzzle pieces are falling into place with a perfect alignment, and you get to see it come into fold and see what the picture really is, it's beautiful to watch. Yeah, and it'd be so it's very beautiful to watch. So great that you'll even question it and be like, wait, God, you sure? Like, that's what, you know what I mean? You know how our minds do. I know how my mind does. I'm like, is this real? Something, where the other shoe is about to drop? Where is it at? But then I realized, nope, it ain't gonna drop. It hasn't dropped in so long, it's not gonna drop anymore, Tyria. You good. This is it. You moving in the right direction. You're going where you need to go. You're doing what you need to do. Mm-hmm. Things are lining up. I just need you to keep walking. That's it. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Just keep releasing, keep letting go. Keep taking on the positive and letting go of the negative.
Yeah.
Seeing things for the good that they are and not for the bad that it can be, because we can see negative so quickly. We forget.
But we see it, we claim it, we accept it.
Yeah. Immediately we do that. We accept
speak
it
into the
negative so
atmosphere.
quickly. Yes. The positive, it takes us so long to be like, okay, I guess I see that as a positive. No, it's a positive.
Yeah.
All things work together.
Yeah, and realize that you're deserving of the positive. That's the best part. Like we forget that we are deserving of healing. We are deserving of restoration. We are deserving of the good. We are deserving of the greater, of the better. Yeah, we done some things. Yeah, our family been through some things. Yeah, we said some things. We have some thoughts. But but because your mindset is different and how you see things differently, you don't think like that no more. You are that no more. So now let's no longer gravitate to the lie. Let's come to what is good and walk into the fullness of the healing and speak those things. Like, no, I do deserve to be happy. I do deserve to have peace. I prayed for patience. God darn it, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I done been through too much not to get it. You know what I'm saying? And somebody should have told me from the beginning, don't pay for that. Y'all want to tell me after I done said it and then gone through some stuff. How rude. Should have been told me not to pray for that. But I did. So now I got to deal with what comes with that. You understand? But I deserve that patience that I prayed for because of all the chaos and all the waiting that I had to go through before the things came. I had to be patient in my waiting.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So I pray for strength. So that means I had to go through some things that was going to make me feel weak. And I had to know that I was strong even in those weak moments. You understand? So the things that you pray for will come to pass, but it's in your belief, it's in your endurance, it's in your continue to trust and continue to allow God to do what he needs to do and see it from a different way. Don't see it as what it is, but to really recognize for what it can be and start speaking those positive things. No, I'm not going to murmur and complain. God, I thank you for the new. God, I thank you for the healed. I thank you for the breakthrough. I thank you for my family being restored. I thank you for me and my mother having a good mother-daughter relationship. God, I thank you that I'm finally going to have a good Mother's Day with my mother and celebrate it and enjoy it and it be genuine. And don't have to have anxiety when that holiday month comes. Like I finally got to share that with my mother. We talked about that. We discussed that. How I despise Mother's Day. And my mother, you know what the crazy thing? My mother hated Mother's Day too. In our discussion, she told me, she said, I didn't like it either, daughter. You know what I mean? She said, because I didn't know, so I said, she said, I would see all these people together with their mothers and their daughters and their relationships, and they looked like they were so happy. She said, and I was like, Lord, I wish me and my daughter could be like that. And I used to feel the same way. Like, I never had these with my mother, all these cards that you got to have, all these sentimental things and all these great things. These are not words I can speak over her because I don't feel these things about her. She didn't do these things for me. So none of these cards were fitting for her. So it was a big anxiety for me. And I would get sick to my stomach when Mother's Day came around because it was just so broken and it was just so much trauma connected to me and my mother. So it was really hard for me. And now I'm looking forward. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to that, to Mother's Day, because I can't, I'm like, if Thanksgiving was this, well, I'm like, I can't wait till Christmas. Okay. Oh, a Christmas, God, I can't wait till Mother's Day. Because if me and my mom could do this, I can't wait till what's going to happen on Mother's Day. It's going to be a jet where I can really celebrate that mother-daughter moment with my mother. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about tomorrow like I used to. I look forward to tomorrow. I'm thankful what's coming next. And that's what it is, because it's about a change, because I see the change and I'm appreciative of it, but I saw the growth. And the fact that me and my mom can talk about it and we could both talk about it from a healed place, and her not getting angry or me not getting angry or even walking away with any hurt feelings, but we walk away and when we hug on it and we love on it and we cry together and we talk and then realize, I didn't know you felt that same way, Mom. You know what I mean? I didn't know, because I always got my mom a nice Mother's Day gift. Don't get me wrong, I got a nice Mother's Day gift, but it was just always it was just always a generic card. It was never like one of those sentimental, like, this is my mom to the T type of cards, because none of those cards fit her. But at the same time, she was doing the best with what she could, with what she had, because she was a broken person, but I didn't understand it then. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I look forward to better days every day.
You've been listening to Fridays with Ty on Shift the Narrative podcast. Listen, I pray one day you'll see the need to shift the narrative in your mind. Not for anyone else, but for yourself. Because you are worth it. I am thankful and grateful for each and every one of you that has joined us today and every day. As always, I'm your host and fellow freedom fighter, Tyria. We will see you again, and thanks for listening to Fridays with Ty on Shift the Narrative podcast. Be free, y'all. Be free.